Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you all how I make my delicious garlic butter mashed potatoes. We're going to start off with our cubed potatoes. I'm going to place them in my salted water and allow it to boil until it's nice and tender. Once it's done boiling, I'm going to remove the water, place it into my bowl, and mash it really well with my potato masher, or you can use your handheld mixer. I'm going to melt down some butter and garlic, and I'm going to pour that over my potatoes. Now I'm just going to give it a good mix, add over some half and half. I'm going to add in some more half and half and give that a good mix. Now I'm just going to season my potatoes with salt and black pepper, and that's it. And you guys can see how smooth they are, and they smelled and tasted so delicious. I'm just going to garnish with some fresh parsley. Hope you guys try this recipe. Follow me. Adios. This beef and broccoli that I made was super delicious. I'm going to show you guys how I make it. I have my beef thinly sliced. I'm going to add some baking soda to tenderize the meat. I'm going to add in some ginger, garlic, oyster sauce, soy sauce, and cornstarch. I'm going to give that a good mix. I'm going to set the meat to the side, make the sauce. I'm just going to add the same things into the water: chicken bouillon, brown sugar, soy sauce, oyster sauce, as well as cornstarch. I'm going to give that a good mix, and you want your pan to be hot. I added some oil, and I'm going to add all of my meat. You want to cook your meat all the way just like this, and a part of the video is missing when I add the broccoli, but I put the broccoli into the meat and let it cook, and then I removed the broccoli and the meat, and I put the sauce, and I let that cook until it thickened up, and then I added the broccoli and the beef back in there. I let it cook for about 5 more minutes until the broccoli was done, but you want to make sure your broccoli still has a crunch to it. But this is how it came out. It was super delicious. I hope you guys try this recipe. Make sure you guys are following me, and I'll see you guys. I'm going to show you guys how I made my delicious orange chicken. It was so easy and so delicious. For the ingredients, we're going to need chicken, and to our chicken, I'm going to add in some minced ginger and minced garlic, black pepper, soy sauce, chicken bouillon, cornstarch, along with all-purpose flour, and 2 whole eggs. And I'm going to mix this together until it's nice and mixed. Now we're going to work on our sauce. I'm going to add in some lemon zest, minced garlic, minced ginger, soy sauce, orange juice, brown sugar, cornstarch, sesame oil, rice vinegar, and water. I'm going to give that a good mix, and I'm going to begin to fry my chicken just like this, and I'm going to place them on a napkin once they get nice and golden brown. And you want to make sure you cook your chicken all the way. Now on medium heat, we're going to add in our sauce, and your sauce is going to thicken up quickly. Now we're going to add in our chicken, give it a mix, and remove from the heat. Follow me. Adios. If you guys are looking for a meal to make in under 30 minutes, this is it right here. So I made shrimp scampi, and it came out super delicious. I'm going to start off by boiling my water. I'm going to add some salt and some olive oil, and I'm going to add in my andouille pasta. Next, I'm going to season my shrimp, which I seasoned it with Creole seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, and I gave it a good mix. In my pan, I added about 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 2 tablespoons of butter, and I'm just going to add all of my shrimp into the pan, and I'm going to cook about 2 minutes on each side, depending on the size of your shrimp. Look how delicious this looks, guys. The kitchen smells amazing. But once my shrimp is done, I'm going to remove it, and I'm going to cook the remaining shrimp. Once we cook all our shrimp, I'm going to use the same pan which has all the flavor. I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil. I'm going to add in my garlic and my onion, and I'm going to let that saute for about 1 to 2 minutes. Now I'm going to zest my lemon. Now that we have our lemon zest in there, I'm going to add some fresh chopped parsley, and I'm going to go in with the juice of 1 lemon, and I'm just going to give this a good mix and let it cook for about 30 seconds. And I'm just adding the other half. And now you want to add your chicken broth, or you can add wine, and when you use wine, it'll cook off, you won't taste it. Now I'm just going to go in with some butter, about 3 tablespoons, and I'm going to give that a good mix until it's melted. Now I'm going to add in my pasta, and we're going to add in our shrimp. Give that a good mix, guys, and as you can see, it's coming together perfectly, and it smells super delicious. Now I'm going to garnish with some fresh parsley and some Parmesan cheese. And this is how my shrimp scampi came out. It was super delicious. If you guys try this recipe, please tag me, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you follow and like. I'll see you guys later. Hey you, don't skip this video. You're going to want to make these delicious Italian meatball subs. They came out super delicious, and it was so easy to make, and you only need a few ingredients. These meatball subs were so delicious. We're going to start off by sauteing our onion and garlic for about 1 minute. We're going to throw in some plain original tomato sauce, and we're going to season it up ourselves. For the seasonings, I added onion powder, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, black pepper, and brown sugar, and I'm going to let that simmer on low. Next, we're going to move on to our meat. I'm going to add the same thing to our meat, just not the brown sugar. I'm going to add in some fresh parsley, onion, garlic, breadcrumbs, and I'm going to give this a really good mix, and I'm going to begin to form my balls. And you just want to make sure they're really good size. I'm going to add all of my meatballs to my platter. To my hot medium heat pan, I'm going to add my meatballs, and I'm going to cook it on one side until they turn brown. And now I'm just going to brush my bread with some garlic butter and place it in the oven on 350 for about 2 to 3 minutes. And now I'm going to add in my meatballs to my sauce, cover it and let it simmer, garnish with parsley. And it's time for the fun part, which is fixing the dinner and eating it. So I added a layer of mozzarella cheese. Now I'm going to add the meatballs, and I'm going to top it off with some more mozzarella cheese, and I'm going to garnish with some parsley. And now, guys, it's time for the taste test. This smells so good, and you guys can see it was so delicious. Look at that. Wow. Okay, guys, here comes the best part. The cheese pool was amazing. Make sure you guys are following me on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Make sure you give this video a like, repost this video, and later, chefs. I'm going to show you guys how I made my delicious Cajun pasta. I'm going to start off by adding some butter and olive oil into my pan. I'm going to add in my sausages. I'm going to mix in my seasonings. While that's cooking, I'm going to salt my pasta water. And when it comes to a bowl, I'm going to add in my pasta. And at this point, the pasta is done. Now I'm just going to season my shrimp. And my sausages are done, so I'm just going to remove them from my pan. I'm going to add some more butter and olive oil. And I'm just going to cook my shrimp for about 2 to 3 minutes or until they're pink. And I'm just going to remove them and place them in the bowl with a sausage. Now I'm going to add my half and half chicken bouillon, cilantro, and I'm just going to mix this really good. Now I'm just going to add in some cream cheese. I mixed the cream cheese into the mixture really good, and now I'm just going to add in my mozzarella cheese. I'm going to transfer my sauce into a pot, and I'm going to add in my shrimp and sausage and give it a mix. Now I'm going to gradually add in my pasta, and I'm going to add some of the seasoning, and make sure you taste as you go. This Cajun pasta came out super delicious. I'm going to garnish with some cilantro. Make sure you guys follow me. Adios. I'm going to show you guys how I made my easy and delicious stuffed shells. I'm going to start off by boiling my shells. While that's boiling, I'm going to saute my onions and garlic. Next, I'm just going to add in my meat and let it cook. I'm going to add in my seasonings. I'm also going to add in some fresh basil. I'm going to add in some tomato puree, a little bit of water, some sugar to balance out the acidity, and some hatch chilies. Once my meat is done, I'm just going to set it to the side. Next, I'm just going to work on my ricotta filling. I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese, some mozzarella cheese, ricotta cheese, Mexican oregano, salt, and Italian seasoning. I'm also going to add in 1 egg and mix that well. I'm going to add a layer of my meat sauce down, and I'm going to fill my shells with my ricotta mixture. I'm going to add some more meat. I'm going to add some cheese and some Italian seasoning on top. And this is how my stuffed shells came out. Hope you guys try this recipe. Follow me on everything. Adios.